back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Breeze to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Wilson on first down. And he's got it. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Wilson on the keeper, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Breeze now to throw. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Again, it's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Breeze to throw again. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Michael Bennett. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So Breeze is going to stay out there. And they're going to go for this on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Mike Bennett in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Wilson now to throw again. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Again, Wilson. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. So that one will be accepted. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Breeze now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. He's at the 30, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
Fresh set of downs here. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
So many times after throwing an interception, we see the next few throws of the safe variety, don't we? Not in this case. He took a shot, didn't get it, but he's definitely not afraid.
Yeah, not there, incomplete. But, boy, after the pick six, that's risky.
Yeah, risky, but you know something? Some of those guys, that confidence just reigns supreme.
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
From the shotgun, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. That'll bring up 2nd down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor. But he doesn't want that interception to stand. That maybe he wanted to be in that spot to hold it a second. I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Here's Breeze to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Breeze. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. K.J. Wright coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Breeze. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play for the Saints on third down. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Breeze to throw on second down. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the... That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Here's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let it fly in the direction. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the ends. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. Now Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That one goes for 24 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the 2 points always stings, but they can put this in the end zone. You could make it a 2-score swing.
That stinging is probably that shot you take to the body. But now they can hit them in the chin with a big one, can't they? I mean, they can come right up and smack them and really create a great advantage for themselves.
An opportunity to take advantage. We'll see if they do just that. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations.
And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here's John Ryan now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
To throw is Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Ready. 90.
To throw, it's Breeze. On target over the middle to Hill. He got 29 yards that time.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for two. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown.